So we talked about Joe Burrow and how injury affects a young player. Also, last week, Golden State guard Klay Thompson tears his AC or tears his Achilles um, in a off-season workout. Now, this is the same Klay Thompson who tore his Achilles last season, who missed the entirety of this season. He tore his Achilles in the NBA Finals. No, he tore his ACL in the NBA Finals, missed all of this season, and the Warriors and the fans were excited to see, you know, them come back and see what they'll do, with Klay Thompson healthy, Steph Curry healthy, Draymond Green healthy, and the Warriors see how they'd be. And it's just a blower, man. This and Klay Thompson tearing his tearing his Achilles. One, a lot of people are saying the Achilles is a lot worse than the ACL because it's hell. We see what happened with KD. Now I understand he ruptured his Achilles, and tearing is two different things, but the Achilles is tough, man. Now I hear a lot of people saying, should Klay Thompson retire? He's never going to be the same. I don't hold off on that. First of all, because a lot of the data that we're getting from players that how they were affected by the Achilles. A lot of players a lot of the medicine and improves year after year, and the way that the players' bodies work these days, man, they bounce back. And I think, Klay Thompson is one of the most durable players we've ever seen. So I expect him to come now. Yeah, it is a bummer, but I expect him to come back, healthy, and I expect him to come back ready to play. Now, yeah, he might lose a step or two on the defensive side of the ball, but a shooter shoot, man. Hell, you give a ball to Larry Bird right now, he'll knock down a three. I'm not saying not in the NBA game. What I'm saying is, once you're a shooter, you're always a shooter, bro. And I expect, I don't expect his jump shot to lose, or to run away. And it's just it sucks, bro. But I'm excited to see, prayers up for him, and I'm expecting big things when he comes back. Now, that's on the Klay Thompson side as the player. What happens to the organization, Golden State? This to me blows any chance that they had of making it to the championship. I think when healthy, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson are arguably the best duo in the league. And especially, you want them healthy along with Draymond Green when you go up against Western Conference teams like the Lakers, like the Clippers, like the Blazers, like the Mavericks. You want to go up against, you need to be healthy against those teams, because even the Nuggets, because those teams are fully loaded. So I think now the Warriors did go ahead and sign Kelly Oubre, which was a really good pickup, both for them and Kelly Oubre. But Kelly Oubre is not Klay Thompson. And I understand he's not trying to be Klay Thompson, but Kelly Oubre doesn't play defense as good as Klay Thompson, and Kelly Oubre doesn't shoot as good as Klay Thompson, isn't offensively as gifted as Klay Thompson. And now you're expecting Kelly Oubre and Andrew Wiggins, seeing as though you didn't trade him, you expect them to pick up the load. And while I have hope that they can, I don't think they can, seeing as though Klay Thompson is a lot of your offense. And what we've seen from Kelly Oubre has been really good, but what we've seen from Andrew Wiggins hasn't been the greatest. So I think that this just shatters any chance of making to a championship. I do think, as great as Steph Curry is, and as great of a coach Steve Kerr is, and as good as the pieces they have, I do think they're good enough to make the playoffs. But I don't know how good they'll be past that. You know what I mean? So again, I hope prayers up for Klay Thompson. And this is just another storyline, another cog of how the league is going, or how the Golden State Warriors is going to come back this season. And it sucks, man. It also sucks seeing as though you saw a lot of hell. Klay Thompson, one of the most beloved players in the league. He doesn't really do a lot of talking, but Klay Thompson just in his own world. And you saw an outpouring of support. And that's how I knew it was serious. Now, of course, when it first happened, you get an alert saying, he hurt his leg or toe or something, or hurt his foot in a workout. I'm like, okay, well, he could have sprained it. Or no, he said ankle. He could have sprained it. We don't know. But then when you see a lot of players out the LeBron, Steph, DeMarcus Cousins, like almost the whole league saying, prayers up for Klay, prayers up for Klay. You don't say prayers up for Klay Thompson if it's just a minor sprain. So I think they knew how serious it was from the get-go. I don't think they knew how serious it was, but they knew it was serious. So it just sucks, man. I was excited to see Klay Thompson come back this year. I think the whole league was excited to come back, but that's going to have to put on pause, and we're just going to see how Golden State does. Now, I do think that this, even though it sounds selfish, it's true. I do think that this gives Steph Curry an opportunity to, it kind of puts him in that MVP year James Harden, MVP year Russell Westbrook, like that when you have to carry a team. And I think he can do it. I don't know if I think he'll be in MVP conversation, seeing as though I think he'll at least lead them to the playoffs. But I think that we're going to see, at least we have to see another form of, or a Steph Curry we've never seen, and the Steph Curry that there's going to be majority, if not all the nights where you're all the offense, and he's going to have to attribute for maybe 30 a game, or at the most 25 and or 25 and 10 or 25 and 11 a game. So I think that I think that this is, we're gonna have to see a different Steph Curry, and we're gonna have to see a complete team that is Golden State if they want to, or as they try to overcome at least this year without Klay Thompson. So